Hey guys, welcome to my channel where you get no bullshit, straight to the point content on crypto. So let's get into it with a video on StrongBlock. To those already on StrongBlock, you know compounding is awesome, right? But what if there is a strategy that beats compounding? Not by 10 or 20%, but 40. That sounds crazy, right? Yeah, it's possible. I'll show you how. To those who are not familiar with StrongBlock, so StrongBlock is a node as a service type of project where you can buy nodes from the company and then earn passive income every single day and then compound it from 1 node to 5 to 10 to 100. Yeah, there are people with 100 nodes, many of them in fact. One thing I really like about StrongBlock is the team is transparent and public. Okay, to those in node as a service or DeFi as a service space, there are hardly any teams that are publicly facing, right? And not only that, the team is really qualified. They know what they're doing, and I like the team, and that's the main reason why I got into this project in the first place. And they're also very transparent about the business model. They know it's not sustainable. They'll cut down the rewards going forward to make it sustainable, and also they're trying to earn more income and kind of diversify the revenue stream as well. And then they're growing really. If you look at the number of nodes as of today, they're at like 250,000 nodes, 270,000, and I think their monthly run rate is pretty amazing. It's about 50,000 a month, and this month I think they will do 60,000. So this is probably the biggest node as a service project in this space. So how do they pay all these rewards every day, right? So let's look into it. Let's look into their flash paper where they talk about tokenomics and how the rewards are distributed, things like that. So 60% of the payments that you make towards a new node goes into this pool called rewards pool, right? And then this is where you get your rewards from on a daily basis. And then there is remaining 30% going into other pools and 10% into future usage, right? So it looks like a Ponzi scheme, right, today. And even the team has kind of acknowledged that, and they want to make it sustainable by bringing in more chains into the network. Okay, so enough of it. Let's look at the most commonly used strategies, and then my own strategy to win at this game. So let me open my Excel spreadsheet. So if you look at it, right, so let's say so let me start with a simple strategy where you don't do any compounding. You just simply accumulate tokens, right? So let's say I started in Feb of this year with a single node. Okay, so I would earn 0.09 approximately tokens every day. So that adds up to 2.7 per month, right? So by the first month, I would have accumulated 2.7 strong tokens, okay? And then this adds up every single month, 2.7, right? And then at the end of 12 months, so you will still have one node, right? And the total tokens that you accumulated is 32, right? Now, assuming the starting and the ending price of the strong token is 500, right? So your initial investment is about 5,000, right, per node, and you got one node. Now the final value of your investment is going to be $16,200, right? So that's about 224% ROI on your investment, and then from here on you'll be making $1,350 per month, right? And obviously this changes with the price of the token. So that's about like simple strategy with no compounding. Now with compounding, obviously you will add on more number of nodes, by reinvesting the tokens you accumulated. So for example, till April, it probably looks the same. So in May, so you got 10.8 tokens, right? So then you would buy additional node by paying 10 out of this 10.8 tokens. So you get 2 nodes in June, and then you would have accumulated 5.4, and then adding this 0.8 from the previous month, you would have 6.2 tokens, right, by June. And then in July, you will still have 2 nodes. And then August, now you're at 11.6, so you'll have 3. September, still 3. October, 4, because you got 17.8 here. And then it goes till 9 nodes, right? So here, your final value is about 13,200. It's slightly less than your simple approach because you're reinvesting, guys, okay? So you only got 26.4 tokens at the end of 12 months as compared to 32.4 with the simple approach. The good thing here is, of course, the monthly, right? So from here, every month, you're going to get paid $12,150, okay? Assuming the token is still 500, right? So that's the big difference, right, with compounding. Now, if you look at it, the improvement over simple for the monthly payment is 800. You get 1350 every month with simple, 12,150. So that's about 800% improvement, right? Now most of the people I know in StrongBlock do this approach, right? They just compound. Some people do it till 3 months or 6 months, get back their investment and then continue compounding, okay? Or some people just go straight compounding, building nodes, tens and hundreds of nodes, right? Now, so here is my strategy, guys, okay? So my strategy is basically, I would call it like compounding on steroids, right? So before going into that, let's look at the problem with this compounding approach, okay? So if you look at the first 3 months, right? So you would have accumulated 2.7, 5.4, 8.1, right? So these tokens are not doing anything, right? They're just sitting idle. Of course, you can claim them every day and then you can reinvest, you can compound every day. But then, guys, the gas fees are crazy. No one does that. People usually do it every month, or once they accumulated 10 tokens, they would claim and then buy a new node, right? So technically it's not possible to take out every single day, right? So you still have these tokens till like first 3 months just laying around, without producing anything, right? Similarly, like June, so you would have 6.2 and they're doing nothing there, right? So now what I'm trying to do here is kind of pump in new tokens just to kind of push towards getting a new node, okay? So if you look at April, right? So by April I would have 8.1 tokens, exactly same as the compounding approach here. But then instead of waiting for another month, which is here May, I'm pumping in the delta between the tokens that I accumulated and the tokens that I need to create a new node, right? Which is 1.9. So this is my additional investment, so that I get 2 nodes right away in May instead of waiting till June. Getting a node early is really valuable, guys, right? So then I will have 2 nodes in May and 2 in June, okay? And then I'll just do simple like compounding till July, and July again I'm pumping in more tokens, which is 1.1. So how do I decide whether I would need to pump in more tokens or not, right? So I have my own like cutoff. Like when I reach 80% of the tokens needed to build a node, which is 8 tokens, I would go ahead and then get new tokens. You could do it with 70% or maybe 50%, which is like 5 tokens. For example, here instead of April, if your cutoff is really 5 tokens, you can just pump in like 4.6 new tokens here and then get a second node in April, right? You can do it. I'm trying to kind of find a balance. So I'm trying to avoid pumping in too much every month. Okay. So with this approach, by the end of 12 months, so I would have 13 nodes, okay, as compared to 9 in compounding. And of course, so we have new investment here. The final value is going to be 17,550. The ROI is 153. So this is slightly smaller than the ROI for compounding, just because you're pumping in more money. Okay, but the good thing is, of course, the monthly payment, right? So here the monthly is going to be 17,550. Okay, so if you look at the improvement over the simple approach on compounding, we have 800%, and with my strategy it's going to be 1200%, right? And just between these two approaches, compounding and my approach, so my approach is earning you 44% more monthly income than simple compounding. Okay, so 12,150, 17,550, you do the math, guys. Okay, so that adds up to 44%. So that's how you beat compounding, guys. Yeah, it's better than compounding. So in my next video, I'm going to share my complete passive income portfolio, where I'll walk through the diversification, like how much I earn from staking, how much I earn through interest, and how much I earn through running nodes. If you find the content useful, do like or subscribe, or you're dead to me, guys. See you.